Hello and welcome to another late night paint session with me, your host, Chris, aka Mini Wargamer Chris. So tonight, I have no idea what I'm gonna work on actually. I thought, you know what? Because last time I was working on my Warlock Conclave in time to get those guys ready for a tournament. And so I got them done, and so now it's kind of, what am I working on next? I have no idea. Danish artist? Nesher? Yeah, a Nesher right here. Yeah. If you're a Vault member, you'll be seeing this in the quick tips soon enough. I think what I will do... Oh, you know what I'm going to do? Yes, that's what I'll do. I had gotten these kits, or this kit, a while back, and I wanted to finish these off. These are some Eldar objective markers from Spellcrow. And I don't think I've shown them off, because I just finished them for the tournament, just to have some objective markers ready. But as you can see, they're very Eldar-like, very interesting. You know, they're Eldar. I mean, what do you want, right? I gave them a bit of a blue rim, just to kind of, you know, like a blue energy glow, but I'm not entirely happy with it. I think I might come back, hit it with some more white, maybe kind of off areas. I was also thinking of doing a white edge on it. The gemstones, I don't know if you can see on camera, but the gemstones are a chrome. I hit them with chrome. And so I initially was going to do them chrome and then lay some color on top. And so I think I'll do that now. Not right now, but right now. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's get that part done. So what we were going to do is we are going to grab, I think, some of the GW Technical. We're going to use some of this Soulstone Blue. This stuff works really, really great. It should sit on top of the chrome just fine and retain a nice clear look. Who else is joining us here? Dobrog? Anyway, hiya, Chris. Spelled my name wrong, but that's okay. Danish artist, love the hair. Thank you. Yeah, the hair was a lot of fun. That will be... What video would that be? I think these start tomorrow. They're on the Escher model. Now, I want to adjust some of my lighting here, make it nice and bright. How can we do this? Yeah, I guess that's all right, right? Yeah, nice and bright. Yeah, the white balance is kind of messed up anyway. Oh well. Wait, do I have the white balance set? Do I have my white balance set? That is the better question. White balance is set. Maybe we'll turn the brightness back up a bit. Contrast come down. And auto. Yeah, auto's off. Okay. You know, maybe we'll turn autofocus on. We'll let the screen jump around for a bit. Nah, screw it. We're leaving the autofocus off. Hell with it. Hell with it. The hell with it. What's up, duder?
Not much. About to go get something to eat.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Bye.
So, yeah, we're going to use some Soulstone Blue. We're going to throw this right on top of the chrome. I think we'll do just the gemstones. I think I'll leave the other stones the silver-like look. And let's get these things out of the way. And let's just work our way right up these little guys. So... So I've left this chrome. Now the other thing is I've been using this chrome, this Molotov liquid chrome. This, for anybody who's not familiar with it, it is this stuff that I've been using for the chrome. I really like it. It goes on fine by airbrush. It goes on by brush a lot better. And yeah. The trick with this stuff is that you want to finish your brush stroke where you want want the color deepest. Nice and deep like. Yeah, something like that. Actually, that's not too horrible. Not enough color down there though. Yeah. I can mostly live with that. Looks fine by me. Yeah, again, when you're using this stuff, you gotta lay like a lot of it down initially. When you're using these technicals. There we go. That's not bad. Good enough. Has a nice little glow to it. I'm happy with it. I can live with it. Who else is joining us here? Man, the way the text writes this out, it looks a little dark. Blue on black is really hard to see as far as trying to interpret text. It's not your fault, whoever was typing that in. It's just the way that I have my Twitch set up. That's a little too much, but screw it. Come to think of it, maybe I should have stuck with like maybe ghost tint or something. Nah, screw it, I'm already doing this now. Doing it now. Yeah, you know what, I'm fine with that. That looks good. Not too picky. These are just friggin' objective markers anyway. Just. Jeez. You think you get it all. Then you don't. Ah. Not gonna fight with it. What's his name here? I can't read this name. John P. 1982. Hello, Chris. Midnight painting session from me. Yep. In the UK? Yeah, it's getting close to midnight for you, I'd imagine. Getting pretty darn late. Of course, this phone does not want to stay there. I am going to move my mic just a little bit closer here. So you hear some rattles and bangs, of course. And of course, I'm going to spill some water here. Of course. There we go. Let's put this right there. And let's move this so it's not in my way. Good enough. All right. Back to doing gemstones. Of course, I imagine everybody today saw the Infinity trailer. I was really excited by that. Like, emotionally. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't know how many of you guys out there, I'd imagine quite a few of you, you know, watch the superhero movies and such. Did anybody see Justice League? That's another question. Did anybody go see that? I wasn't in any particular rush to go see it, so I don't know. But who out there was in a rush to see it? And if so, what's your verdict on it? Anybody at all? Bueller. You know what? I'm starting to second guess this now. I'm not entirely happy with how this is going. It's kind of like, it's because of the size of the stones. I don't know. I'm not quite feeling it as I was a moment ago. I guess that's alright. Almost looks like Christmas decorations on here. Captain Filler. What's happening, Matthew? Dobrog. Is it Dubrog? Dubrog TV. better than BVS, that's for sure. Better than Batman versus Superman, eh? So you're saying at least it was better than that. That's saying quite a bit. Because I actually didn't mind Batman versus Superman. The extended edition of Batman vs. Superman actually makes a lot more sense than the actual theatrical version did. I'm switching over to Kelth Blue. This is Forge World Clear. Give this a try. Just a try. Just a little sampling. See how this goes. Oh, I'm liking this already way better. Damn it, I should have did this from the start. Flowing on perfectly. I can control it like a little ink. Damn it, I should have did this first. Now I want to go back and do the other ones. I don't know if you guys can see how that looks, but that looks a hell of a lot better. Oh well. Oh well. I mean, I could always come back and re-chrome the areas. But yeah, that looks a lot better. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Yeah, that looks way better. I'm just cleaning up some of the other little edges here. Yeah, because the Batman versus Superman, like watching the special edition of it, and because it had a lot more to do with Lois Lane and stuff, and she was actually the key to actually, putting all the pieces together of the whole plot. It made sense, and why they dropped that from the actual theatrical release, I'll never know. Maybe they thought it was going too long, or I don't know. But either way, the extended edition was better, in my opinion, than the theatrical. It just made more sense. The theatrical version, I remember sitting in the theater watching that Batman vs. Superman, and it was jarring the way it was edited. Like, it was like, all of a sudden we're here, and then we're here, and then this is happening. It's like, well, what the hell's going on? Like, this doesn't make any friggin' sense as to what's going on here. So, yeah. Yeah, damn it. I should have did this first. Boo earns. Boo earns. I'm liking this effect way more. Oh well. Live and learn, right? Can't always be right all the time. Well, you can, but then nobody talks to you. Alright. Yeah, it almost looks like I got Christmas decorations going on in this thing. That's what it looks like. I don't know how well that translates on the camera, but that's really fun. Oh well. I mean, in comparison, they're not that far off. So, I can live with it. I can live with it. If I can live with it, you can live with it. Danish artist. I guess I should get some of those paints for painting gems. Yeah, it makes life a little bit easier. I like using the technicals. I've used them on my own personal projects. I've shown how to use them in videos, but I've also used them for my own stuff. I do like the effect. It's a quick, easy way of doing gems. Is it the kind of stuff that's going to be, wowing people at competitions? Not likely. But as far as quickly getting a lot of little gemstones done, yeah, it's a really fantastic method. It's kind of hard to beat, really, just because it's just so darn fast. Getting this nice lustrous little look onto the stones, And I keep hearing little dings on my computer. I don't know what's going on over there. Something's going on. Something said, not good. What was it? Slow. They called you slow. If you don't get that reference, well, we can't hang out. Yeah, damn it. I should have did this first, man. Oh well. Can't live with regrets. Well, you can, but it ain't gonna do you any good. There we go. So, there we go. Done. That's another little side thing. All done. Sorry if that's really loud for a lot of you. Me washing my brushes. Seeing as how the mic is right next to the damn water. But, I mean, you know, what else is a guy to do? Dubrog. It was rushed out by the studio to compete with Marvel, and it was a disadvantage. Yeah, they really shouldn't rush these kinds of projects. Definitely shouldn't. It only hurts the IP, I think, in the long run. What else? What else I got work on here? I mean, I have a bazillion projects to work on. A bazillion. Literally a bazillion. Because I also have like these Harlequins here to finish off. I haven't finished them yet because I wasn't too sure exactly where I was going with them, because I have the their transport here, and I'm not 100% sure where I was going with this either. Ooh, one new thing I will mention is I picked up some of this paint. This is Mr. Crystal, and this stuff is really luminous. Now it shouldn't throw off. The way I've seen it used is it doesn't affect the base color. So say for example I put a layer of it on here. Depending on what color you get, because this one here that I'm holding is called Ruby Red, and I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but it should throw off a bit of a red cast. It looks like white paint, like they all look pretty much the same, but they all throw off different casts. Like this one here, well, this one here is Moon. Yeah, Moonstone Pearl. It's a pearl. This one here is Tourmaline Green, and it throws up this really brilliant green. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but anyway, these colors are really fun. I want to use them. I have not figured out what to use it on. I was toying around with using it on this thing, just to finish off some of the effects. Yeah, that's not glued in place. That's why I can still move. Before anybody's wondering what the hell I'm doing. Yeah, I should finish this thing off. Got the gemstones on here too. Maybe we'll do them chrome. since we're just so in love with the chrome. Danish artist. So if you wanted to make a cat eye gem, would you paint silver chrome, paint the black stripe, and then paint over with clear paints? Yeah, I would imagine. Sure, that would work. You could also paint the clear colors on top and then put your eye in there as well, your cat eye, as it were. Yeah, but otherwise, either one should be fine. I guess it really kind of depends on what colors you're using. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, let's put some of the chrome here. I'm gonna get some of these guys out of the way here. We'll come back to them when those stones are dry. Yeah, you know what? You guys are going to get a little first-hand look at how I play with this chrome here. What am I working on there? I'm kind of just working on all sorts of little projects here at the moment. Kind of getting all sorts of stuff, trying to get stuff finished. Here, I'm just giving this model a dusting here. Oh, shoot, knocked the canopy off. Whoops. Guess I should glue it in place, eh? There we go. Just give it a little bit of a dusting. Where'd the canopy go? Where'd the canopy go? Ooh, piece of candy. Oh, there it is. Oh, jeez, please. That's not good for my back. Alright. So, yeah, we'll put the canopy over here for now. Put the little goon over there. Oop, that gun fell off. Because it wasn't glued in place. I gotta finish highlighting the bone effect on the barrels anyway. And yeah, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the gemstones. There's big gemstones. They're already laid out in black on the model, and I was gonna do them kind of in the normal sense of the way of doing them. But you know what? We'll do them a little bit more fun right now. So basically, what I do is I take this little palette I've got here, and you can see how the chrome looks. And the chrome, if you guys have seen my demonstration of this chrome, this stuff is awesome, and it does a mirror chrome. It's fantastic stuff. And the stuff I'm talking about is this stuff right here, Molotov's liquid chrome. So I'm gonna give this a good shake. Skull 4552. What are you working on there, Chris? I'm just working on all sorts of stuff right now. Congo Jormungand. I am here. You are here, Congo. I see you're here. So what I do when I am working with this color, though, is I will grab one of my synthetic brushes, because I don't like using my sable hair brushes for this, because to clean this off the brushes I have to use lacquer thinner, because this essentially is a lacquer based paint. So, but it takes forever to dry. So once I do these gemstones, we're not going to be touching it again tonight. So we might have to save that for another time. But I'm going to show you how this stuff applies right from the brush. Because what these things here are intended for is markers. Like, you know, big markers and stuff like that. That's what this stuff is intended for. This is intended as a refill to those markers. So all I do is I just simply grab a little bit, throw it, just a couple drops onto my little palette here. It's more than enough. There's tons of paint right there. And then, so basically, I just grab a little bit of the paint, load my brush ever so slightly, and then we grab a point here. Let's grab this first stone right here. And we just begin laying it on. And you kind of have to lay it on really heavily at first. And I don't know if you can see how that looks, but let's do it a couple more points here. Even for some of these big, like basically the brush is really loaded with paint right now. And so here we'll just draw it across the surface. And again, as I mentioned, you have to lay it on really heavy at first. Like counterintuitively heavy. Like you think, oh my god, I'm laying it on just too thick. And that's the way it's got to be laid on. Because again, this was not made for, damn, that looks really cool. Just on the silver alone, that looks really, really cool. Hopefully it's translating well for you guys on camera. I don't know if it is or not, but it's looking really fun for me. And so, let's grab a little bit more. Fill up this gemstone. Grab this gemstone. And so, as I mentioned, like, you have to lay a lot down. And it's kind of scary how much you got to lay down, because you think, oh my god, I'm going to obscure details or something. Yeah. But dang, that looks really cool. Oh, there's some gemstones on the nose here I'll do. Yeah. But I don't know if you guys can see how that looks. But those gemstones are chrome. Now, the hard part is that those things are essentially still wet right now. And if I was to like touch them or whatever, yeah, I'd completely ruin the effect. So you have to be very, very mindful of what you're doing when you're using this stuff. So, let's see here. You know, let's do these ones too. Yeah. Dang, dang, dang. As I mentioned, I don't know if you guys can see that or not, how that all looks. That looks pretty darn cool to me, doesn't it? I mean, I could be wrong, but it looks pretty cool. You know what? I'm going to do this top stone up here too. Just because. Oops, too much. That's okay. because we can always paint right over it later on. But otherwise, that is it. That's all we're going to do. Can we do something else on these guys? Nah, not really. I mean, I could, but I guess I could do this one here. I suppose. This one's underneath, so I mean, it's not going to really get noticed, but oh well. Yeah, we'll do that one. Ah, screw it. We'll do these ones too then. Screw it. So, let's touch this one. Touch this one. And this one. And there we go. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. I wish you could. I wish you guys could see this right beside me, man. This stuff is just really, really fun to use. Anyway, then all I do is I take some lacquer thinner or nail polish thinner, and I just put a couple drops on my palette here. If I had a little container, I could probably just use that, and then basically I just give it a couple good swishes here in it. It pulls all the little pigments out. Give it a couple good, and of course, because I'm using a synthetic brush, I don't have to really worry if I've killed the bristles or not. And then there, you can see the bristles are all nice and clean. There we go, and you get that nice nail polishy smell when you use this stuff. Oh man, yeah. Here, you know what? Let's wipe that up real fast. Get rid of that. Oy. And this stuff. Put it away for now. Oh, my chat. What happened to my chat? Oh, for the love of God. Oh, for the love of God. Here. So again, I don't know if you guys can see how those stones look. But it looks really awesome just as is like that. Dang. Anyway, I gotta go back here. Hopefully you guys can. Hopefully you didn't see my password there. Oh, okay, I didn't miss nothing. Wow, nobody said anything? Nobody's been talking in the damn chat? Sitting here talking to myself the whole time? Oh, I really wish I had somewhere to sit my phone properly. Anyway. Duborg chrome stones look really good. Yeah, they're really fun. I really like that look. It just, you know, it's just that absolute mirror chrome look to it all. It's just so darn pretty. But now the unfortunate part is, though, is I can't touch that again till tomorrow. Exactly how long you have to work on it, I'm not 100% sure. I haven't really timed it out. But all the other stuff I've done using the chrome, it seems like 24 hours I have to leave it alone for. So we're not going to go back to that anytime soon. What else can we do, people? Because I already did my objectives. I was going to... Oh, yeah, you know what? We can go back and do those edges. I'm just going to put my speeder away here. Put it on its base. Without touching anything. Which I didn't, thankfully. There we go. Alright. Yeah, you know what? Real quickly here, we can finish off these bases here. Dolberg TV. I've been using the Scale 75 alchemy paints for my stones recently. Very cool. Been enjoying the Scale 75 colors. I love them. They're fantastic colors. They're really, really awesome. Just making sure everything's running fine here. Danish artist, well, we are watching you paint and listening to you, so, well, we're too busy writing. You're too busy to be writing? Yeah. All right. Well, fair enough. Let's grab a little bit of this here. Let's grab a little white. Slap that onto the palette. And we're just going to basically just rim these. Are these even dry? Yeah. See, now I'm not even 100% happy with how that looks, because this is number 1 here that I started off with. Yeah, I'm not even happy with that anymore. I mean, at first I was like, "Ooh, yeah, that looks pretty cool," and then I decided to switch to the Forge World color, and yeah, the Forge World color is a lot better. And so basically, all I'm doing is I'm just throwing an edge onto the base, just to help with a bit of the glowiness. Just a bit. Just ever so slightly. Oops, touched it. Oops. Paint is already... Yeah, that looks a little bit better with a white rim. Looks a little bit more like a glow on it. Somewhat. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Because I was also thinking of coming back in with some white spray. And... oh, that feels tacky still. Arg. Guess I have to really be mindful where I'm grabbing these things. Yeah, and I was thinking of coming in with some white again and just adding like little areas of like little bright points on the rims. Man, this white did not last long at all. Did you see how long that lasted? Like, how long that lasted? Like, not long at all. Like, not at all. Like, nothing at all. It's like wearing nothing at all. Nothing at all. Okay, this phone pissing me off. It doesn't stay on long enough. I'm sure I can change that in the settings somewhere, but I'm not. Just because I don't feel like it. Yeah, that's a little bit better. It looks a little more like a glow around the edge. That's what I was looking for, is because like they're objective markers, right? And so, yeah. Duborg. Borg. Damn you, sexy Flanders. Yeah, there we go. There. Now these are the ones I use the Forge World. Yeah, they feel dry. It's a good way to test, right? Just dunk your finger on it. That's what everybody does, isn't it? So as I asked earlier, has anybody seen the new Justice League? I know one person answered me on that. Also, did you guys watch the Infinity trailer today? Did anybody see that one? Because if you didn't, like, are you living in a hole? Like, like in a cave in Afghanistan or something? Like, why wouldn't you have seen it? Why wouldn't you? Need a bit more white. Slap it onto my palette. Yeah, I'm definitely. Oh crap! Ah! Oh my god! I just smeared that everywhere. Thankfully, I'm not fretting too heavily on these because, again, as I mentioned, these are just objective markers. It's not like I'm, entering these into a competition or something like that. I just want them to look pretty, stand out of it. Don't you hate that? You clean your brush and you still have like white paint sitting all over the place, especially on the ends of the hairs. That's when I immediately grab my soap, grab a bit of water, get that little guy lathered up, get him all lathered up, give him a good little scrubbing, scrub-a-dub-dub. Yeah. And presto, no paint in the hairs. Alright, so that's that. What else am I needing to get done around here? I mean, I've got like lots to get done. I got a thing that I want to do for Adepticon this year for the crystal brush. I started cleaning the model and everything like that, but still more stuff to do. More. Was it John? I've not seen them yet. Really can't. Oh, jeez Louise. Really can't get out of this cave once in a while. I must really get out of this cave once in a while. Yes, you must. You must get out of the cave once in a while. Once and a while. Now, question being. Oh, you know what? Damn. I might have to reset this all up a bit. Yeah. Okay, guys. You know what? Give me 2 seconds here. We're going to do some airbrushing here. I'm going to kick in my compressor. It's going to get loud. I'm going to move these things over. Yeah, I might redo these gemstones on some of these guys. I don't know. I guess it all really depends how much it really bothers me. If I'm that much of a control freak, which I am. I'll put these up here. Yeah, that should be okay. I'll grab my little shield wall here. I'm going to move the camera, so it's going to jiggle around a little bit here, folks. Move this light. Position this here. I set this up just as a break for when I am airbrushing, just so that I don't get the airbrushing all over the place. It's just to stop the paint, backflow and stuff like that, and all that other jazz. Alright, we're going to play with some of these colors here right now. And where's my chat? Okay, so apparently nothing going on in chat. So now I had an idea. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I'll use this as a tourmaline green or turquoise green. I thought I had a blue. Yeah, I do have a blue. Sapphire blue or green. What I'm thinking of doing, sorry if that's really loud for everybody out there. So, I think what I'm going to do is I have fire prisms, and I've got like the newer ones that have the clear bit on them, and I'm thinking I want to give them a bit of a sheen, like well, because the crystals I did in Tamiya clear. Now I'm just going to grab one of my tanks here really quick. Yeah, let's grab this guy. Oh man, it's dusty as hell. I gotta finish these guys too. This model here is dusty. Oof. You want to see how much dust? I have not taken these off my shelf in a while, but look how dusty that is. You probably can't tell, but I mean, believe me, it's dusty. Dusty, dusty. So, can I take the turd off? No, I can't. Something creaks, and I can see like a little wisp of like dust come off of it. Hold on here. Congo. It puts the paint in the minis, or it gets the hose again. Yeah. Or the hose again. You know what? Here, I'm going to do just one little part of the model, just so you guys can kind of see how dusty it is. See the upper half? See how rice and red? And see the bottom half? Look how, like here. I'll run my finger across it. Probably see the dust. Oh man, I gotta clean these. Well, you know what though? Maybe that's the next thing I'll get started on is working on my fire prisms. So I have 6 of these things that I hardly ever use. And I can't get into that space. Why can't I get in there? Sorry, I'm just out of frame here. I'm just cleaning off something here. Sorry. Whew. Man, it's like a cloud of dust flying here. And just like that, it looks like a normal tank again. There, look at that. Almost looks brand new again, doesn't it? Jeez Louise. Except I can't get the center part in there. It's pissing me off. Pissing me off. Stupid sexy Flanders. Yeah, that's good. That is good. Now, next thing is that the damn gun broke on me at that point, right where the pieces meet. So we're gonna have to fix that before we get to anything again. I'm just gonna brush off the base. Holy crap! It's amazing how dusty things get in my workspace. So, Danish artists. It just shows how the patient the Eldars are, lying in wait for ambushes. That they collect dust. they're just so patient they collect dust, yeah. Yeah, that's the excuse we'll use. They're just really patient. So anyway, as I was mentioning, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try one of these colors on this crystal bit here. And to see how it looks. Now, I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see the end result. Hopefully you will. Hopefully. I'm hoping. What's the first thing? Oh, right, glue. I need glue. Because we got to glue this guy back up again. Just going to use some regular old super glue. And we will apply just a tiny little amount here. Like so. And apply a bit of pressure, like so. And nope, geez Louise, what the hell's going on here? Is that even connecting? That ought to be. Come on. Maybe I have to run it closer to the seam. Son of a bitch. Why is it not connecting? Piece of junk. Let's see if I can do this without breaking this piece here. Oh, I can see where I think I connected it before. The glue let go. Yeah. Alright. We're going to have to hold that for a few seconds. Okay, that's pissing me off. Why isn't that staying? I mean, normally with super glues, you don't have to hold it a couple seconds. It's because I want to demonstrate something here. That's why it's taking so damn long. Okay, that's really pissing me off now. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Prop the barrel up on something? Yeah, I should, but like no matter what I'm doing, it's letting go, and like I don't know if there's just like there's enough of a gap there that they're not connecting, because I moved something and I could feel it like click, and now I don't feel it anymore. I don't know what the hell happened there. At any rate, it is wickedly pissing me off. There, now it's holding. Anyway, next thing too. Here's a little tip for you guys. You ever have your crazy glues or super glues or what have you, and you know the gunk builds up on the end? Grab a paper towel or you know your old t-shirt, what have you, and then hold it close to the cap but not sealing off the end, and then squeeze the bottle. And you're basically, what you're looking to do is you're moving the air back and forth and you're burping the line. And that way there's no glue sitting in here. So when you squeeze it, there should be no glue moving in that tube. And that's burping the line. And that'll keep your super glue from clogging up and then from having to like constantly puncture the top or clip it or what have you. And so, yeah. Quick little tip for you guys. Because I know that's why you guys all tune in. Get the kicker out. Yeah, I know. I should have had my kicker. I don't, you know, like, man, all that stuff, super glue, kicker, and all that, that goes disappearing so fast around here at work. So fast. All right. So, what did I say I was going to use? I was going to use the green, right? Turquoise green on top of blue. That should look really cool. Again, I don't know if you guys can see that, but like this stuff, I seen it demonstrated on top of black, white, and clear. And white and clear, it still stayed the same color, but the light reflecting off of it shines back this color. Really, really interesting. I'm really excited to give this stuff a try. So what do I need next here? I need to get out. Now this is a lacquer-based paint, so I need to get my thinner out, which I'll just use nail polish thinner, which should be fine. And we are going to need to mask off areas. So I need to grab my tape real fast. Yeah. Oh. All right. So I'm going to grab my tape real fast here. Probably also going to need a piece of paper as well. And we're just going to get some of the tackiness off here. And we're just going to basically put this right over this piece here. And this should be fine. Like so. I'm just pulling the tackiness off just so it doesn't pull at the paint. I mean, we don't have a good paint job going on anyway, but, you know, just so that we don't have to make extra work for ourselves down the road. And let's curve this in a bit here. Screw you. Screw it. Let's move this over a bit so I can curl this around. There we go. There we go. Curl this over. Get that happening. There we go. Alright. Should be okay there on that front. Now, next thing I have to do is grab some paint, or some paper. Right back, folks. Grab me some paper. Paper. Thankfully, this is an office, so we have paper just sitting about at times. Now, mind you, folks, I have not used these paints. Oh, for the love of God. So I'm not 100% sure on how it's going to flow and, you know, how well it'll apply. I'm just going to use this big piece of paper here as my mask. Let's move this back over again so we can get in here. There we go. That's like a nice big old bib for this guy. There we go. Perfect. Probably a little bit hard for you guys to see just with some of the harsh lights and such. Let's see if we can't, you know, get something better happening here. Yeah. All right. Okay. Oh, chat. Where'd my chat go? Jeez Louise. Phone was once a kill that part for me. Get the kicker out. Was that the last comment? That was the last comment. Okay. So I will get my brush. Think I need my precision brush for this. Maybe. I was a little bit concerned about the limbs here, but I think I can just just paint right back over that because this is all going to have to get repainted anyway. So, what are we at here? We are spraying at, what am I spraying at? Damn, 30 psi. Let's actually take that down a bit. Let's take it down to about 20. Yeah, let's take it down to 20. Take it down to 20. Let's grab some of this paint here. Let's get a paper towel handy, just so in case we make a spillage. Just in case. It's always good to have paper towels on hand. Okay, let's give this paint a good shaking. I'm going to use my Patriot 105. Spraying it around 20 psi. And let's see what this does. And again, I'm using Mr. Crystal Color Turquoise Green. I'm going to spray this right onto the crystals because the crystals, I've already given a Tamiya clear blue on the crystals. And just in case anybody was wondering what those were before, you don't just buy them blue. And we're going to throw a little bit of this green in there. Let's have a look here. I might need two hands to open this. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that looks good. Alright, so let's throw a little bit into our brush. Ever so carefully. Ooh, it already flows really thin too. Oops, that's probably too much, but I've only thrown like that much into my well. Ooh, man, this stuff smells. You know what it smells like? Like cancer. Alright. And get the color flowing here. I don't see squat coming out. Alright. It already sounded like it was giving me dry tip syndrome, so I'm going to put 2 drops of thinner in. Use my synthetic brush to stir it around. Hopefully we don't get no color transference. Shouldn't. Cleaned it off pretty well. that is coming out really fuzzy red. I'm wondering if I cut it with the wrong stuff. Maybe I should have cut this with alcohol. I am thinking I probably should have cut this with alcohol. Because like, I'm getting like a lot of hazing right here on the end. Oh, look, I can even feel a slight texture on that. Me no likey that. It's not flowing very nicely at all. You can probably hear that snapping sound. That popping and whizzing sound. Definitely should have a frickin' respirator on. I'm just going to use my thinner here just to clean out my brush. And I think alcohol is what this thing needs, not lacquer. That's what it's looking like to me. Because this is not flowing at all. Where is my... Actually, here, we'll just use some Windex for the time being. Get that happening. Let that sit there for a moment while I get my alcohol. Yeah, I must say I'm a little bit disappointed so far at this first little test. And normally, whenever I'm doing these kind of tests, I usually test on like a, like a test piece and just see what it looks like, right? And like right now, I mean, I can kind of see the green hazing going on, but not like what I was seeing before, like in the other videos, where basically it was sitting on top of a clear and it was working just fine. But also the other problem might be is that it's sitting on top of the Tamiya clear. That also could be an issue as well. I don't know. Just flushing my brush here. Yeah, I would really like to know what this paint is. I want to know what this paint is. Okay, I'm going to use a bit of alcohol here. I'm going to flush it with alcohol. Oop, too much. Oh well. Using the brush here. You know what? That is, that feels a lot better. Alcohol always does the trick. Alright. Let's try this again. Yeah, I'm suspecting this is more like Tamiya colors. God dang. Has a nasty, nasty smell to it. And the thing is that it didn't come out of the brush at all, like any nice kind of fashion. So I'm going to cut it with just a bit of alcohol here. Just a tiny amount. Let's give it a little mixing. Let's see what this does for us. Maybe I have the PSI up too high. That's usually the next step, is to figure out. The paint, though, looks a lot more responsive now to the alcohol rather than the thinner. Let's have a look here. Yeah, I think it's flowing a lot better now. I think it was alcohol was the issue. It needed alcohol, I should say. I'm just going to pull this out of frame here so I can get the underside. Sorry guys, can't see what I'm doing, but... And, yeah, and the fogging is gone now too. So now I'm going to spray the interior of the crystal here while trying to... Man. Now you guys can't quite see this. Now it was really messed up on the ends here, but the blue of the crystal here actually looks a lot better now. This part here is like really frosted out. It almost looks like frost on the end of the gun here now. It's kind of weird. Almost like when super glue frosts. It's really quite interesting. Very, very interesting. Yeah, there's a frosting going on with this paint. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but yeah. Spray the rest out. Very interesting. I'm gonna have to do a little more testing, I think, with this stuff. Maybe the PSI is up too high too. That's also another concern. But I think alcohol is definitely the stuff that this wants to play with, to thin with. Because it's certainly, it flowed a lot better than what it did. And so yeah, definitely. But there's definitely some sort of crazy frosting going on. I'm not particularly fond of that. I'm wondering if I can strip that even. Like if I want to, you know, like, because I mean, like on here, the effect is quite nice. I can see the green and the blue, and I mean, like you can still see through the main prism itself, but the end crystal looks really kind of wonky in comparison. I mean, it has like this shimmer-like look to it. I mean, it's not terrible, but it has this frosting going on, and there's also like this texture. Yeah, I think that was from the first iteration of that getting sprayed on. And it frosted underneath as well on the crystal. Yes, more study is required. It's actually kind of interesting that light blue like that though. More testing is needed though. Because initially what I was thinking with this stuff was testing it on like Alpha Legion. Look at how it even dries in my brush. You see it's kind of white. It's kind of interesting. Like, not ha-ha interesting. It's really weird. Now it's flaking off inside the brush. This is bizarre. This is bizarre stuff. What is this stuff? Now I'm scared. What have I exposed myself to? Yeah, I don't know. Let's try the thinner again. The thinner knocked it right out. Didn't mix with it, but knocked it right out of the brush. Definitely should have a respirator. Oh, look. Look what it even did to my synthetic brush. It's like some sort of cake. Look at it. It's flaking off. It's like snow. Look at it. See it on the tank? There's little white particles. I don't know what the hell this stuff's about. This is kind of freaking me out. All right. Yeah. I don't know. I'm freaked out now. Let's go back to trusty old Windex. You know what? We're gonna let that sit for a few moments here. Just in case that's doing something funny. But it's a good thing we're doing these tests because, well, you never know. Shouldn't have tested on my fire prism, but that's okay. I've got 6. Johnny's Chop Shop says isopropyl alcohol is the way to go. Have you used this stuff before, Johnny? Have you used these Mr. Crystal colors? Because so far, I'm not 100% behind it. Is it a question of turning the PSI up or down? I was running 20, and it didn't want to flow. At least it didn't feel like it wanted to flow. I'm using a Patriot 105, which is a nice big broad needle, which means that, you know, it should allow it, like just about anything to pass through it. All right. So what would be the issue? What would be the issue? I'm going to pull the needle. This whole thing's making me nervous now. I'm nervous. Yeah. Get that well really good now. Time later. Okay, good time. Yeah, it even dried really crusty on the end of the brush. Put my needle back in. And hopefully that is good. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really curious now as to what, like, I'm wondering maybe if I should find the particular brand's paint thinner, maybe? Is that what I need to do? I don't know. My office smells like frickin' fumes now, which is not good. Not 100% happy with the way that effect turned out. And yeah, you know what? Let me get rid of this big white piece of paper here. Yeah, I'm not 100% happy here. I'm not happy. No, sir, not happy. I will grab a Q-tip or two. I'm gonna see if this how easily this stuff comes off. I'll grab 2 little Q-tips, cotton swabs for some of you out there, and let's use isopropyl alcohol. Let's grab this. Oh crap! Yeah, we don't need this anymore. So we're not doing anything too hilarious. Yeah. I'm gonna fill this little container up a bit. Which reminds me, I gotta go to the store and get more alcohol. That's plenty. Let's see if we can clean this off with alcohol. Just for giggles, folks. Just for giggles. So, again, Johnny's Chop Shop. Have you used this stuff before? This Mr. Crystal, or yeah, Mr. Crystal color? I didn't quite get an answer on that. Anyway, let's see here. I mean, don't get me wrong. It looks like an interesting effect, but this frosting is freaking me out. I'm wondering if that was because of the paint thinner that I used. And you see, even that is tolerable as far as an effect goes. But let's see here. But maybe because it's sitting on top of Tamiya clear. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of frosting here. It's not coming off very easily, if at all. Oh, this side coming right off. This side it came right off, but the other side it didn't. Why didn't it come off that side so easily? Why? Why? Yeah, this side's coming off too. Okay. So there's something going on here with this particular model and what I've done. Yeah, so now the paint's coming right off. But it's pulling even the Tamiya off. Ah, that's what it's doing. It's pulling the Tamiya off. The alcohol is mixing with the Tamiya. And the Tamiya is coming off and it's pulling that paint behind with it. That's what it's doing. So it's not the alcohol pulling at that paint layer. It's the underlying Tamiya that's at fault. Or is our accomplice. Either way. But yeah. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but yeah, it's like perfectly shiny now. But anyway. Yeah. More experimenting needed. Definitely. But thankfully, I can just pull this off. At least for the most part. I wonder if I can pull the crystal out and do something that way. Maybe, possibly. Maybe that was the problem. It was interacting with the paint because I don't think I sealed these things. Son of a bitch. There we go. John Shops Up says, yes, I do use it. Not my fave. Why isn't it your fave? I mean, I'm just kind of working out its pros and cons here, but oh, for frick's sakes. I'm just gonna leave this right here. Screw it. Why isn't it your fave, Johnny? Let me know. Let me know. Inquiring minds want to know. But the alcohol, I think it's what's happening is the alcohol is reacting with the Tamiya, and the paint is sitting on top of the Tamiya, and the Tamiya is just pulling it right off with it. Because here we go. So for anybody out there who is not happy with the paint job, like on your clear plastic bits, and you use Tamiya, yeah, you can just simply come in with some, and if you haven't sealed it, of course, you can easily come in with some isopropyl alcohol and just pull that Tamiya paint right off. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but it's really, really easy. And yeah. get somewhere comfortable here. Man. Maybe work that corner or something. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to get it now. We've weakened its defenses now. And so now the alcohol is going to penetrate the tamia. Looks like the alcohol do its job. Yeah, shoot, that comes right on. As soon as the alcohol gets with the tamia, man, this stuff just jumps right off. Comes right off, no problem. So there you go, folks. You want to clean your parts. You know, some of you out there who, you know, trying something different and didn't like it, as I've shown tonight. Yeah. But, you know, we don't know until we try. And, you know, knowing's half the battle. Where have I heard that one before? So, like I said, yeah. Oh, yeah, this stuff's coming right off now. It's just sloughing off. It's like skin almost. Just coming right off now. The alcohol is perfect for this job. Perfect. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. I'm almost as happy as when I first started painting these things. Gonna need, I think, a fresh Q-tip here in a second, though. Maybe. Maybe not. Oh, man. Man. Come on, alcohol, do your thing. Alcohol, do your thing. Shit, I just realized I shouted that into the mic. Time we at here? Holy man. It's already 8:30 Eastern Standard Time. Let's clean this off here. Some more alcohol happening. Get lots more. Yeah, as soon as that alcohol hits the tamia, man, it's gone. It's like it got its eviction notice and it's gone. Hold on here. Sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable here while I try and comfortably do this. And yeah. And I mean, like, you guys are gonna laugh your head off in a moment here because this crystal is almost clear again. Look at that. See that crystal? It's clear. It's crystal clear. Anyway. Get some more alcohol soaking in on that. Soaking. Scrubbing. Yeah. Damn. I'm almost shocked. Not fully shocked, but I'm almost shocked at how easy this came off. As I said, I'm almost shocked. Not all the way shocked. Just mostly. But as I wipe away at other areas where I sprayed that color down, it doesn't seem to move. The alcohol doesn't seem to jive with it. Sorry, I'm still trying to get this stuff here. There we go. There we go. Now let's grab a paper towel. Where's my paper towel? I thought I had paper towel ready. Let's wipe the crystal clear. And marvel at our ingenuity. So there we go. We got rid of that mistake. Oh, right. Chat. Son of a beehive. What do I got this thing set to 1 minute? Johnny's Chop Shop. Hello, can you see me? Yes, I can. John 82. I would say it's a reaction between the Tamiya and the new paint. I've been using ISO to strip minis. It's great stuff. Yep. Danish artist at Johnny's Chop Shop. Chris has seen what you wrote. What makes you think he did see? I don't know. John Grammaticus. I caught a live stream. Whoop. Hi, Chris. Prawn Ham Dance on YouTube. Oh, Prawn Ham Dance. How you been? Haven't heard that name in a while. Alrighty. So as you can see, folks, I got that crystal nice and clear again. And it is clear crystal, as you can see. Alright. So there we go. So we've been able to reverse time here on our boo-boo, as it were. But again, I'm still not happy. But yeah, because I've seen this demonstrated in a video, and it seemed to work just fine. But now I'm thinking maybe it was what I was thinning it with. I assumed that lacquer thinner was what was needed, and it didn't flow right. So I tried alcohol, and alcohol seemed to flow better, and it didn't cause any kind of fuzz or anything like that, or But yeah. Johnny's Chop Shop. Alcohol base is not easy to mix. It's not so easy to mix. So do you think these are like Tamiya paints where they're like alcohol based? Because I mean, like that's what I was cut Tamiya paints with, is alcohol, and it works fine. But yeah, I don't know. This was a complete pain. Like this wasn't fun at all. Like here it worked out okay. I don't know why it worked here as opposed to here. I don't know. John Grammaticus, been working and lurking, family and work, have been eating my weekends recently. Yeah, well, life, man, life. Real life, I know. Johnny's Chop Shop saying 40 to 50% at 18 PSI. That paint is an alcohol base. So it is an alcohol base. Okay, so alcohol is the way to cut it. And yeah, so, okay. All right. Sorry, I was playing with my camera. Okay. So, I guess we'll have to test it out on something else. I'm just trying. So, maybe that initial spray I had done with the paint and everything like that. All right, let's try it one more time. We got time. Do I got time? I got time. We'll make time. I am going to spray the crystal on its own with this. You know what? I'm going to spray it with the blue this time. What the hell's my blue? Yeah, I'm going to spray it with the blue this time. Give us a good shake. These little things should have agitators in them. The paint feels like it's thick. So we're going to put the lacquer thinner away, because apparently we don't need it. Do I still got some alcohol in here? I got some alcohol in here. Enough to thin this out with. And let's give it a shot. Let's give it another the old college try. Let's grab this piece of paper again. Because even on the paper, I don't know if you guys can see it. Whoa. Wow, that completely messed the screen right up, didn't it? Okay, we'll be gentle this time. Wow. Why'd it do that? And it won't go away. Why isn't it doing that? It's all messed up. Why is it all messed up? That's dumb. Anyway. Okay, apparently we're gonna live dangerously and not Johnny's Chop Shop, it's flammable. Yeah, I know it's flammable because he's got the little flammable symbol on there. I know he's flammable. But I'm not smoking while I'm painting, so I should be okay. I should be okay. Yeah, so airbrush. And I'm spraying it around, okay. Spraying it around 20 psi, 18 psi, 20 psi, should be fine. Got the blue. Oh, I might need two hands for this. So is alcohol based, he's saying. It does smell like a more alcohol based type of paint. Oof, man, that smells like It smells like hell. Okay, let's throw a little bit of blue in there. Like so. It looks like cough medicine, actually. Like the way it looks. Looks like what the hell is that cough? Buckley's. There we go. Let's throw a little bit of rubbing alcohol in there. Let's give it a good little mix. Could also be the nature of the paint too. Maybe it should be at a lower PSI. So yeah, it doesn't seem to flow very well. It's coming out of the brush okay. Alright, so let's spray this. I'm gonna move the turret here. And I'll give this a little spray here. Okay. Fogging the crystal. Son of a beehive. Did it frickin' do it to me again? I don't see any reflective properties going on this thing. It is straight up just murky now. This stuff's pissing me off. I sprayed the whole thing I had in there, and when you lay it on really heavy, it went back to clear. The frosting disappeared. It's kind of like when you're working with chrome paint. And now my office smells like frickin' pollutants again. It smells like downtown Beijing. I have no idea what downtown Beijing smells like. It's probably quite rude, actually. I don't know. They were in the news a long time ago. You know, the Olympics and everything like that. All the pollution. So you know what? If you don't want me making fun of Beijing, clean it up. Holy moly. I poured too much alcohol in here. Yeah, but you know what though? Like, I sprayed a heavy helping of it on, and I can see the blue reacting in the light now. And the crystal still has some translucent properties to it, and it's giving back a cast now. But now I don't know. Sorry, I'm just pulling it out of frame here so I can look at it. But I don't know if that's how it's supposed to be. I don't know. I guess maybe we'll wait until it's fully dry, maybe. Maybe it's got to get laid on fairly heavily. See, a lot of times with a lot of these paints, you know, we're often... sorry, I'm going to stop when the pressure stops. A lot of times with these paints, we're often, you know, trying to lay it on very thin-like and, you know, very controlled. But a lot of times, like with a lot of these, like the paints that a lot of scale modelers use all the time, they're like lay them on very heavy kind of thing. And I'm wondering if that's what the problem is that we're approaching like regular miniature painters when we should be approaching these kind of products more like the scale modelers, where they just basically like lay the paint on heavily You know, and then apply effects and things like that, because that's how the effects are dependent on working. Kind of like the paint chipping fluids and things like that. They work because they're working on many layers of paint and they're pulling it away, and you know, things like that. And I'm wondering if it's, you know, it's all that theory that we work from as miniature painters, and then we're using these things that the model painters have been doing for years, and they go about these things fairly differently. And as it's drying, I am seeing more blue coming back at me. It is very, very interesting. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but yeah, it's still like somewhat clear. And in the video I saw, the clear wasn't 100%. Afterwards, it got a little bit murky, but it reflected a lot of color back. But I was seeing a lot more color bouncing back, and here I'm not really seeing that much. Like, it looked like, you know, like the mica flakes or whatever that they use for this were really coming back. So yeah. Anyway, I'll put my needle back in now. Either way, it's been very, very interesting. This better be clean. What did I flush this? I flushed this with alcohol. Let's flush it one more time with just a little bit of Windex. Just to make sure. Let that sit a few moments. Jump onto some comments here. Yeah, I can see more as this thing's drying. I'm thinking that's what it is. It's like model paint. You gotta let it sit for like a while before all of a sudden the things start to come out and play. John Grammaticus, could you show a close-up of that Escher Mini you got there? Working on glass right now. Need some Escher inspiration. I can. You know what? Let me see here. Let's go her right here. Okay. Hold on. Be patient. And let's do one of these things here. Nope. Too far. There we go. There we go. So now we're in focus a bit. You can kind of see. So basically all I've done is her flesh, her hair, the yellow, and her pants and boots. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. That's all that's been done so far. Yeah. Good? Are we good now? Alright. So, let's put her back, because I'm still working on her for quick tips. Where am I in the comments? Johnny says, if my PSI is high, it will be like cotton. Are you mixing the paint good in the jar? Yeah, I thought so. I mean, I thought I was mixing pretty good. I mean, like, you know, using this brush. Excuse me. Holy man. It's all these chemicals in my office now. Making me high. Yeah, Johnny's saying pull the trigger back and let the paint fly. Yeah, well, that's what I pretty much did. I pulled it off camera and I just kind of like heavy dosed it. And yeah, the effect came out a lot better. It didn't frost as much. It's still murky, but it's kind of like, it's consistent with how I saw in the video how the stuff looked. And it is. And it is, as it seems to be drying more, it is throwing more blue back at me, like in the light. And so it is giving me this really kind of interesting crystalline kind of look. And so, I mean, it's hard to tell because this is all messy right here, but actually, you know what? I wonder if the camera can pick it up. Let me see. Let me see if the camera will pick this up here. Hold on. Let's focus a bit. Right around. No, that's too much. Hold it there. Hold it right there. Right there looks like a good focus. So you can see. Yeah, you can see the color playing back. right? Because before, it was a clear, right? And so you should be able to see some blues and stuff jumping back at you. And so, yeah. John Grammaticus, that hair is looking sharp. Thank you. Yeah, the hair. Well, the hair is done. The hair was a quick way of showing the hair. The Escher herself will actually be a fairly quick way of showing how to get her done. So, yeah, because I showed quite a bit on how to do like the Goliath and everything like that. I don't know if John, if you're a Vault member or not, but yeah. And if you're not a Vault member, well then, shame on you. Let's spill a little bit of my alcohol onto the table here. Let's clean my brush. Get this all nice and clean. Because even synthetics, even crappy little synthetic brushes, you should take care of because they're going to do the jobs that your other brushes aren't going to want to do. And there we go. So, I think we might have learned something here playing with these paints tonight. Is this still wet? I'm afraid to touch it. No, it feels dry to me. But it might need curing time. I don't know. Probably not. The blue is kind of interesting. Yeah. Kind of digging it. I don't know if I'd leave it on its own like that, but I mean, this has got to get cleared up. Might be a different story once that's cleared up. It'd be kind of fun to go back and LED up these things. Yeah. John Grammaticus. I used to be, but my credit card expired. Tempted by the lifetime Vault membership. That's a deal and a half, dude. If you've got the coin for it, man, I would go for a lifetime membership. It's well worth its price. In fact, I think we undervalue that price. I think when we do those lifetime memberships, we should be selling it for higher. Yeah. Johnny's Chop Shop. Use ghost tint now. You show me show you the ghost tint. And I'm signing off here in a few moments here. Sorry, Johnny. Yeah, because it's the end of the day, and sorry. Here we go. That's no good. There we go. Go with a crazy angle. There we go. Perfect. So, yeah. You guys can stare at my nose. It's actually getting a bit late going here. There we go. Is that better? Ish. Sort of. Anyway. So, use the ghost tint now. You show me the way. Yeah, you've used this stuff before, but you've never used ghost tints. So the ghost tints, they're a lot of fun. They're really great. It's with those, it's a bit more of subtle control rather than like using the Tamiya's or what else have I been using that's been really heavy? Is it just the Tamiya's? Yeah, because when I spray the Tamiya colors, yeah, I got to spray it kind of heavy. Oh, and then when I was using these, like I was using Spastics Chrome. And now, mind you, if I'm going to chrome up a model, I actually prefer this stuff than this stuff, the Molotov. Because this goes on the way we think paint should go on a miniature. And so you can build this up slowly and you know what I mean, and methodically. Like, you don't have to lay it on really heavily. You can, but it's not necessary. Whereas this stuff, when spraying it through the airbrush, you got to lay it on heavy for that chrome effect to take place. And yeah, so Johnny's Chop Shop. No, you showed the way. The link deleted the way. I showed the way? Oh, I showed the way? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to end the show there. I think we might have learned something. I don't know. Hopefully you might have picked up something. Either that or me just, messing up on my model. I mean, again, I don't know if you can see that very well, but yeah. But in person, you can see a blue cast on its surface, which is really kind of cool. Because like you can look through it, and it's like it's like a crystal, but then you see in the light, the highlights, you see a blue, which is kind of interesting. Very, very interesting. But the thing is, though, is I would not want to throw this on top of like chrome or anything like that, because this would kill that chrome look. So I don't know what is this usage. I don't know. More testing is needed. And yeah, and the frosting that I got initially, that was really kind of interesting. I mean, if I was deliberately trying to make a frost look, that's how I'd go about it. Because you know how like when super glue has like that, when you put too much super glue down and you get that frosting, that's what that looks like when you're using that stuff. And so, to deliberately do it would actually be pretty interesting. So, yeah. So I think I'm going to stop the show there. Again, send me emails, questions, join me on Facebook, Way the Brush, and all that. This was on Twitch initially, but let me know what you guys think. Have you guys ever played with this Mr. Color or Mr. Crystal Color? Should I be using their brand thinner? Probably. I'm going to have to look for it now to find their brand thinner and for airbrushing, because, yeah. Because even with the Tamiya, you should use the Tamiya thinner, not just cut it with alcohol, because, they have a special blend. I mean, I'm sure it's still alcohol, but it's, a certain percentile. So it's, kind of, sort of, I don't know. But anyway, John Grammaticus, great show as always. Catch you later, Chris. Might catch you on the weekend. Way the Brush. Might even send an email. Got lots of hobby done recently. Cool. Johnny Chop Shop. No, I effed this up. I saw you use the ghost tints. Now I use them. Oh, okay. Very cool. Yeah, they're good. They're good stuff. Ghost tints, I like them. John Grammaticus, you need a Mr. Sparkle. Chris, you've been doing it wrong. I need Mr. Sparkle. Mr. Sparkle. There's your answer, fish bulb. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you the next time I'm sitting down getting some painting done. Trying not to mess up my models too much. Yeah, I shouldn't have tested this on one of my models. I mean, I'm fine with it. Like, it's fine. It's nothing I can't fix, but yeah, that's another lesson for y'all. Don't test new stuff out on your good models. Test it out on crap models and things like that. I'm still trying to figure out what would really be the general purpose of this, kind of like how I'd want to finish it out. Because initially, as I mentioned earlier, I'd like to do this on Alpha Legion, where they have like Chaos Alpha Legion, where they have the blue metallic and then they have that hint of green in the highlights. That's what I'm wanting to try this on. That's why I initially got these colors, to try it out on that kind of thing. And so I'm hoping it works. But anyway, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. I'm done. You guys continue working on your projects, whatever you're doing. I'm gonna get out of here because I don't know, my computer's making all sorts of sounds. Something's going on over there. Don't know. See you guys later.